I always try to play that video first because it really. Can you guys hear me if I walk out here? Sure. Can you guys hear me if I walk out here? I play that video because that video was the first time I was introduced to the Miracle League field years back at a fundraiser. And it just touched my heart, like I'm sure it touched your heart. It really does. And it really, for me, made me think, well, I'd love to build one of those one day. And then I was fortunate enough to be a part of one when I played with the Tigers in Detroit. And then a friend of mine in Cincinnati started one in 2009 up in Springboro. And I'll tell you what, it was an experience, to say the least. The kids, first off, the kids having a chance to be a part of a team and to be a part of a community and to be a part of something that they don't have a lot of access to. The smile on their face was unbelievable. Like you see some of the kids there talking about hitting a home run, and the kid gets into his crutches and with the cerebral palsy and goes around the bases. Like there's so many of those stories, and and watching these kids' faces, the smile on their face, and another aspect of this whole thing is not only these kids benefit from this field, but every kid needs a buddy, as you saw there, and every kid needs a volunteer. So it's such a great opportunity for our community, for the South Hills community, for the Pittsburgh region, to have our kids and adults and whoever wants to go volunteer and push a wheelchair and help a kid with cerebral palsy field a ground ball and throw it to first base and to feel a part of a team. Like it's so much greater than this isn't just baseball. Baseball brings it all together. It's about these kids and given them an opportunity to be a part of something. It's about kids that are mainstream having an opportunity to volunteer. And I'll tell you what, in 1995, when I went back to college, I got drafted after my junior year. I went back to University of Richmond for my senior year and had a little bit of downtime. I looked into a couple of things, and my sister worked with some kids with cerebral palsy, and I ended up working at a school for kids with cerebral palsy. After school, after class, I'd go over to the school, and I really thought, boy, I'm really going to feel good about myself. This is going to be a great thing. I'm going to help these kids out. I'll tell you what, meeting these kids and realizing that, they might not be able to move so well. They might be in wheelchairs, but they got such personalities. There's so much life in these kids, for real. And that touched me more than anything. As a matter of fact, still when I was a Yankee when I was with the Red Sox playing the Yankees in 2008, Yankee Stadium, one of the mothers brought their son up from Richmond to see me, and he was 22 years old or 23 years old, Eric, and he was one of the most severe kids with cerebral palsy. These kids were awesome. And I think it's going to affect so many kids, my kids and all our kids, and even whoever wants to volunteer. It makes you realize, these kids are pretty awesome. They deserve to have their own field. They deserve to be a part of something, be a part of the community. There's 90,000 families or kids in southwestern Pennsylvania with some sort of special needed disability. So the need's there. The field up in Cranberry, they have a Miracle League in Cranberry. They started a couple years ago. Mike Sherry started it. He has a special needs daughter. They have over 300 participants there and 600 volunteers. So it's like so many people are affected by this, by this field. So that's why I really want to get involved. I've seen it. I've seen the impact it has on the kids. I've seen the impact it has on communities, on the community, and I've seen the impact it has on everybody. And it's such a wonderful thing. And we're putting it in at the Upper St. Clair Township was kind enough to donate us about an acre and a quarter of land there, and they're going to bump out some parking and build this for us. And Cliff and PJ Dick have been kind enough to join forces with me and help me to put this thing together. And we're going to put it right there, right in the corner by the soccer fields. It's going to be a beautiful complex. But I'm trying to spread the word to say it's not just for anybody in Upper St. Clair. We're putting it in St. Clair, but it's really for all of Pittsburgh. So that's where we're at right now is really the fundraising stage. I mean, I think this is I'm appreciative that you guys all came today because for me I've been fortunate enough to play in the big leagues a few years, and I'm usually the person people are asking for money, and I've realized that's easier when people are asking you for money than asking people for money. I mean, this has been a little more difficult task of trying to fundraise. And we need $1 million to raise for this field, and what we've put together, a big thing we've put together is our sponsorships of the Miracle League starting lineup. And what we're going to do is when we build this facility, we're going to have this big brick sign with a big bronze starting lineup card of the 10 people, or we're going to keep expanding it. If people just want to give us the $50,000, we'll make it a starting line with 14 or whatever. And right now, and we're going to have a nice starting lineup of people that have joined us in that. Kathy Slensak with Center Mark, they were the first ones to kind of jump on board with us in the starting lineup. And Pete Delevated was going to be here today. Armin's, he's helped us in the starting lineup, and Highmark's helped us in the starting lineup. So we've really had some people really join forces with us, and I put in $50,000 of my own money just because I wanted people to believe that I was invested not just in talking and being, but I really invested financially too to bring this field here. So really, we need more money. We really do. That's the bottom line. I don't know how else to say it. We need more cash. We need more money, and I'm so thankful you guys took your time out of your day. I know you guys, Bill Petrogov, Big Billy, you got a lot of people to see today. You know what I mean? I'm proud. I'm thankful you guys, all you guys, stopped to take a hour out of your day to really hear what we have to say and be a part of this. I think one thing, just real quick, one thing with me with the whole fundraising thing is when I've gone to people and people have said, and I know everyone has their causes, and I understand that, and I think what I try to convey is, if you believe in what we're doing and what we're trying to do for these kids, and you want to be a part of it, we want you to be a part of it. We want people that want to be a part of this, that when this thing's built, and I always look at it this way, we'll all be pushing up daisies one day, and we'll all be there, and this field will always be there for those kids to leave a legacy of. Kids with special needs and disabilities will always have this field in Upper St. Clair at Boys Bayview to play on. And whatever you can help us out with financially, your companies or individually, whatever you can help us out on to try and raise this money. We've raised about, which is pretty cool so far. We've raised about almost $450,000. We're almost halfway there, to where we need to be. But we're halfway there, and we really do need help to get there fully. So, like I said, if this is a cause that you feel like in your heart you would love to be a part of, we'd love to have you. And I'm like I said, I'm so thankful you guys are here today. And thanks for listening to me and taking the time out of your day. And good luck.
Yes.
Thank you.